The Hisense U7N is part of Hisense's ULED series and it is seen as another option for those looking at a good mini LED TV without spending a lot of money on the flagship range. The U7S comes in a standard model and the U7S Pro, which has a few more advanced features and tech inside, but they both sort of promise high-end mini LED without the heavy price tag. I do have a full review of the Hisense U7 Pro coming up in the next few weeks, but for now, this is the entry-level model. The Hisense U7S comes in 4 sizes. There's a 55-inch for 10,999 Rand, 65-inch for 13,999, 75-inch for 17,999, and 85-inch for 24,999. You can see from the price tags that this TV model aims to be a more affordable option for those looking for small to big display format televisions, and I think Hisense has priced this TV very well. It honestly delivers some excellent value for money for what you're getting here. But what exactly are you getting here? Well, the Hisense U7S is a high QLED mini LED TV, which means it features quantum dot color enhancements as well as the mini LED backlight that promises deep contrast levels and some local dimming to create richer black levels. It also promises up to 1400 nits of brightness, which is quite impressive again for a TV of this price tag. But before I get into all the performance results, let's quickly go over the design and the setup process. The Hisense U7S features a U-shaped stand, which is quite a nice design touch. Instead of attaching it to the back of the TVs like most recent Hisense TVs, this stand simply plugs into the underside of the TV and expands to both the front and the back of the unit for support. The stand features some cable management clips on the sides of both arms, and overall, once set up, the TV looks quite nice. I noticed right away that the bezels on the TV were incredibly thin, giving the display more real estate on the front of the panel. Hisense also says that the TV's unibody design allows it to fit snug against the wall for a cleaner look in your home. But if you're not mounting the TV, it looks quite nice on the TV stand too. I have no real complaints here about the overall design of the TV. On the back there's a subwoofer for some extra kick, but I'll test the speakers out in a bit. The panel on the Hisense U7S is matte. Again, usually these display coatings are often locked away and kept for more premium expensive TVs, so it's really nice to see Hisense making it mainstream for all users now. The matte display helps with reflections, and for the most part it works quite well here. Instead of glaze reflecting at you directly, light hits the surface and it scatters to create a more blurred glare. I didn't notice any major drop in image quality as a result of this matte coating, but I think it definitely beats the gloss display any day. The TV's brightness levels, which I will get into in a bit, also help combat bright rooms, but more on those tests later. In terms of ports here, Hisense has included 4 HDMI ports on this TV. 2 of them are HDMI 2.1 high-speed ports capable of 144Hz gaming. The other 2 are 4K 60fps rated. Unfortunately, one of the high-speed ports is also eARC, so you are going to be stuck with one port if you're using a sound system on this TV. There's also a USB 3.0 port and an antenna port on the side. On the back you'll then find another USB 2.0 port, a digital optical audio port for legacy audio, and a LAN port for the internet. Port selection is okay here. I don't think that you're going to need or want anything extra, and I think Hisense has pretty much included everything you'll need. I think the Hisense U7S is a stylish TV. It is quite slim too, and considering the tech inside of it, it looks quite fancy and it isn't too bulky and thick. The display does have a bit of wobble to it due to the stand, because the stand is quite flimsy and plasticky, so the TV is just bound to wobble. I reviewed the 75-inch model, so I think the smaller your panel, the less wobble you'll get. Again, the matte coating here is really a fantastic selling point because it is likely the most affordable TV on the market to feature this coating. The Hisense U7S runs Vida OS, and it also features the latest versions of Hisense's operating system. I really have grown to like Vida over the last few years just because it works. Apps load quite fast, getting around the system and settings is a breeze, and the homepage has become streamlined with a whole bunch of cool things to watch and some interesting recommendations. Of course, the ads are obviously quite intrusive, but we know that Hisense manages to make these TVs more affordable by implementing ads into the TVs, so we kind of have to forgive them here, as we would be paying a lot more for these televisions. But setting up the TV and getting it going was incredibly fast. You don't really need to even have a Vida account to access anything here. You can skip the sign-in process and get straight into the content. I did run some calibration tools on the TV to get it into proper working order. I changed the color across all formats to standard, which I thought looked less cold than cool. I also enabled local dimming and turned off motion settings and noise reduction. Once set up and tweaked, the Hisense U7S is a very good looking TV. A few things did stand out for me. First off, the TV has an impressive color range. Hisense says it is Pantone validated, which is just kind of a marketing thing nowadays, where TVs are slapping validation things for color all over the place since the release of RGB mini LEDs. Everyone wants to have fancy color ratings now, even though most of the TVs over the past few years were technically validated, but not with the stamp. For the most part, the Hisense U7S has some great color. There is around 92% DCI-P3 coverage and around 74% BT2020 color coverage in SDR. In HDR, DCI-P3 was around 80% and BT2020 was at 55%. This is quite normal for HDR TVs, even if you're probably thinking 50% sounds very low. I definitely noticed some great color range on the TV across all the content I watched, so while it isn't really a designer grade panel, it measured much higher than the usual you'll find on the market. Again, for this price tag, it is just really great to see this being a feature on the TV. General viewing here also looked quite good. Standard provided an excellent viewing experience with true-to-life colors and rich content. Keep in mind that I did have to calibrate this TV to achieve a better out-of-the-box experience because I did feel like the TV looked a bit off at first, especially for gamma readings as they presented themselves to be a bit darker than usual. So don't be scared to fiddle around with the settings here to achieve what you deem as the best viewing experience, because all that really matters is that it looks good to you and you getting your money's worth. Even if people don't agree with your color option choice, if you like it, use it. Okay, back to the tests. Brightness on the Hisense U7S is okay for a TV of this price tier. Hisense advertises 1400 nits as the peak brightness, and it does a good job sort of reaching close to that. In SDR 2% window, I measured around 900 nits, which is increased to around 1100 nits in a 10% window. In a 100% window, I then measured 500 nits. In HDR, the numbers were very similar. 2% measured 750 nits, 10% window was 1000 nits, and a 100% window was around 550 nits. Sustained brightness on both HDR and SDR showed very similar results too, meaning that this TV can get very bright and it can keep the brightness high when it needs to. Viewing angles on this TV are also okay. The TV's panel can suffer from loss of quality at around 50 degrees on both angles, which doesn't make it the best that I've seen, but I think again it's good for a TV of this price. When you combine the matte display panel and the brightness on this TV, the Hisense U7S does an okay job combating bright rooms. The TV doesn't get very bright, so don't expect it to fight off window reflections and other bright ambient lights around the room. The brightness here is ample to say the least. I do expect the U7S Pro to provide a much more improved brightness when I test that out, but the U7S without the Pro is okay. If you have a window shining against the TV, it's obviously not going to be able to combat that window. Gaming on this TV is great. It supports 144Hz refresh rate on PC, and for the most part, the experience was smooth. I did notice a slight bit of blur on fast moving objects due to the way pixels transition on the panel, but this does get better on 120Hz and even better on 60Hz. I found pixel transitioning to be the best at 60Hz and slightly better at 120Hz. So if you're a purist, I would rather stick to those refresh rates to maintain the best image quality in games. Upscaling and general content rendering on the U7S is quite good too. The TV upscales content quite well, with older content looking less blurry and dated. General Dolby Vision, HDR and SDR content all looked quite impressive on the TV. This is thanks to the combination of good peak brightness and of course the good color range that the TV packs. It also has some great contrast. Lastly, the speakers on the Hisense U7S are quite nice. They are loud and punchy. While they lack some deep bass, I found them to be quite stable and didn't muffle or rattle under heavy volume. Granted, any home theater speakers that you have will blow them out of the water, but you really won't hate the TV if you had to use these. I honestly didn't really dislike anything that the TV did in terms of image quality. It holds up quite well even if this isn't the brightest TV around. I think general content and gaming was quite good. Remember, we are talking about a TV here that isn't going to leave you bankrupt, and I think for that, Hisense has done an excellent job here. Overall, the Hisense U7S packs some incredible value for money, and if you have to put this performance and specs on paper, it is difficult to find a TV that does the same thing at this pricing tier. I think Hisense has put together a competitive display here that manages quite well across all tests. So those are my thoughts on the Hisense U7S. Are you looking to pick it up or have any questions? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're here, be sure to check out my recent review of the Hisense U9R on the channel too, where I review the first consumer-ready RGB mini LED TV. I also have a whole bunch of TV content coming up in the weeks ahead, so subscribe while you're here so you don't miss out on that. Until next time, farewell.